Hello. So I'm back to play some more Islanders New Shores. I'm doing the challenge Manufactory currently. I'm going on to my third island. This is what I'm going to call the penultimate island because Island 4 matters so much more than Island 5 when you've got bonus points. Island 5, sure, we can still play it for like an extra 3,000 points, but like the score mult at the end of a round is always going to be more worthwhile otherwise. So if like I were to get a perfect run, what I'm hoping for is a ley line that isn't a tundra because we need to play hop fields and wheat fields beside it to stack some sealed boons, and then use those sealed boons on island 4 to like really hammer home as many points as we can on that island. I don't think you need to also hope for like an aurora on island 4 because like the amount of boons that you're using on that one, it's not that much, right? We've done or what I should say is that I've learned that masons pretty good. They'll score brickyards off of them even if you only have a few of them in like pretty like good enough amounts that you can make it through the early game. And then in the late game, your plateaus, hopefully I'll draw 2 of these in the future, and your terraces, they're easy to get around beside all of the masons, will be scoring like 50 points each. Plateaus should be played with wheat fields on top of them, and the mills will just be played near them, or sometimes you'll play one off to the side to pick up the wheat fields but not the other mill. It's depending on if you have a lot of extra space around the plateau and if you have the like green space to play it on. Didn't have it in this level. I bargained for an extra seaweed farm here, so that's why I have 5. I drew 4 naturally and then bargained 1, of course. I did some misplays where I didn't bargain it as early as I could have, or I played too many seaweed fields, as is usual. And this desert biome, not good. You really need green areas to get all of your nature interactions from trees. It's going to be a constant in like every challenge. Desert and tundra are just going to be worse for that reason. Tundra is funnier because you don't have to draw your wheat fields or your hop fields, so you can get a lot of the other buildings. But with how few trees you're spawning, it doesn't feel worth it. Like even if you double your verdures, you could just play on like a temperate or a tropical area and spawn the same amount of trees, roughly. What else? What else did I need to learn from this? I guess the statue spawned in a bad spot. That's a bit rough. I need to learn that like I should plan for shaman spots. I'm going to be drawing around 3 or 4 of them, and they are going to need to be tucked in more than just like regular corners like this. They're going to need to be played in a field of hopefully flowers or trees. If I get a blossom boon, then they're just free. I can place all 5 of them beside each other. It doesn't matter because they're scoring 100 points in that area. There's going to be good spots in them. But planning for like regular levels to have a shaman beside your seaweed fields is good. These guys were worth 30 points, whereas when I tried playing just like things along the corners, this guy was worth 20, even though he's in range of a statue, you know? Granted, there aren't many nooks and crannies in this level. It's quite open. There's like walls for you to place against, but there's no like right angled spots for you to get shamans stuck into. The pyres were fine. I played them before all of my greenery, except for my hop fields, but like that, you need to play hop fields for early game points. That's a loss that you just have to take, right? I'm fine with how many sand pits and brickyards I drew. I don't want to draw many of them. They score like 20 points per. That's not something I feel like. Anything else? Fortune teller is going to be better on subsequent rounds because I'll have more buildings by the time I get there. And the harbors and docks, I feel like I played perfectly. Like I played them in order with like, okay, so you play, them first, and then the, I think it's Fisher after that. Sorry, no, it's the lighthouse after that, and then the Fisher in range of the lighthouse. I'm gonna double check that. I'm gonna see if I'm wrong. A Fisher scores 3 points off a lighthouse. A lighthouse scores 5 points off a Fisher. So you play harbors and docks into a Fisher. Let me double check that one. I remember that from last time. Harbor scores 4 off of it, and if harbor, no, okay, so I need to play the Fisher first, harbor and docks next, and then lighthouse after that. Fisher, harbor, dock, lighthouse. So I played those in a bad order this time around. It was these 2, then a lighthouse, then a Fisher. Not like I'm losing too many points on those. You can also get a few extra points because lighthouses have a larger range, so they can pick up more buildings easily. So like the 2 or 3 point differences on those buildings being played in the correct order isn't going to matter in that case. I'm coming along to recognizing how to play sawmills as well. They need to be beside lumberjacks, obviously, but they also score off of like some weird things. Harbors and docks, I guess, yes, the ships that we're making on an island in like this age, it's not a modern age, is going to be made out of wood. So it makes sense to have a sawmill beside them, right? And you also need all of the wood for the harbors and docks. Fountains, still a terrible building. Never take them if given the option. And the sauna. I score multiplied it too early. I should have... yeah, I should have score multiplied the guild hall. It would have been worth like an extra 20 points at base, which means that it's worth like an extra 32 points, which then triples to be in the bonus point scoring to be worth like 90 points extra. So I'm missing out on 90 points on this island just because I used a score multiplier too early. Because I have the building draw order in the side, and now that I know that you're not drawing the aviary, it's a lot easier to know what buildings I can plan for. It is nice having that up on a second monitor, gotta say. If you're going for some like high scoring or world record runs and you're playing early islands to completion, keep the draw order up. It's massively helpful, especially when you have all the buildings unlocked too. You don't have to think too much. I guess this one doesn't have all the buildings unlocked technically because you don't have city center and cliff house, so you have to cross those ones out, but that's menial. I think that's all that I can talk about this level on. I think the warehouse could have been better, but I was just so scared of not finding a spot to fit a plateau in here, and now that I'm looking at it, there is no spot to fit a plateau in here. With where I wanted to put the fisher, it isn't going to be where the plateau is going to go. It would delete a fish, maybe 2. It would get rid of a good sawmill spot, and it would get rid of 2 good park spots. So, not something I wanted to have happen. Let's see how many bonus points I get for this island. Okay. That's a lot of nature interaction points, some extra from Boons used, and 135% multiplier for score loops. That one, I had 4,500 going into it, so this one being 13k, I think I got 9,000 from that. Okay, so Aurora. Boons also grant points when used, or I take a tropical. Temperate and tropical are basically the same biome to me. I don't see them as being any different. I think tropical is just that the trees are thinner, so it's easier to stack more of them together, you know? And what is it? I can either take a world property, which will grant me maybe an extra like 60 points throughout the run, nothing to scoff at, and some maybe early game points, especially when I use neighborlies, or I can take another terrace, which is going to score an extra 50 points off of like my masons, and if I put any parks on top of it, they can score off the terraces. Let me just see what else scores off of terraces to know if I'm making a mistake. I need to go into my graph view. Give me a second. Here, and then we're looking for terrace. Okay, so terrace scores walls. Haven't gotten to that point yet. Might on this run. It scores parks. It scores houses, fish kites. I think plateaus scale off of them as well. And hermitages don't like them. I don't think taking a terrace is all that worth it then. It's 50 points at base. It is a building that I can use. This neighborly is worth an extra 10 points because of Aurora. This is 10 points for when it gets used. This is 10 points at the beginning of the game. This is 10 points whenever I use neighborly, or 20 whenever I use it twice. And neighborly, what am I going to be putting beside each other that like wouldn't want to be there? I guess a second mill. This could be worth 40 points if I get 3 mills for like one neighborly, which is it's close to the terrace. And then the second one that I play could be, well, I'm not getting a fourth one. I could play a seaweed farm beside itself and have it like get more quadruple points, and that could be good. I have been drawing a lot of seaweed farms. I think I'm gonna get up to 4. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's going to be that I use neighborlies late, so I'm not going to be getting as many early game points as I want, but it's a temperate area. I'm probably going to have a statue in a nice green area where I can play verdures. It's a very vertical map. Okay. Oh, this is safe. I'm saved. So the flowers here means that shamans are going to be amazing, and it's going to be hard to place verdures, but my sauna wouldn't be able to scale off of any of these trees up top if this is one where it builds like 3 levels up. This is 1 level, 2 levels up. That's fine. I think saunas should be able to reach these guys by being placed on this wall right here. We'll take there's no sand, so we're not going to be taking a brick maker pack. We don't want many of those. We're going to take a brewing pack. Now we need to know where we're going to be placing them. I don't want to delete the flowers. It will make verdures easier to place, yes, but then my shamans are not going to interact with them as much. My mountain shrine, because I know I'm going to be making it there. My parks, a lot of my green buildings are not going to be able to interact with them. I'll play verdures around these flowers as best I can. That means that I want to play these hop fields pretty close to the flowers since my verdures aren't going to be like encroaching on their space, which I think this corner's like my best candidate to start out with. And then a brewery back here to be able to hit all of the hop fields is a good idea. I would like to save more space directly beside the statue for other buildings. Those buildings, lumberjacks are fine, parks are all right, wheat fields are best, but I don't know if we'll be able to manage that. I'll start by playing 2 hop fields. Not overthinking. Come on. I'm going to be using up all of my undos over the course of this island. Let's smash them into the corner as much as he can go. That is. Okay. And this guy's also going to lock to that position when I play him nearby, so I guess I don't need to smush him. What's our next building? Oh, why? Why? Okay. Brick makers are going to give me a lot of sand pits and brickyards, which will help scale my masons in the future, but they're not going to be worth many points now because the sand pits, well, they're going to be worth like 11 instead of 15. There's no way I can get them to hit the statue. And the seaweed farm packs, I wanted to play a neighborly on one of them to be able to like score points, but I'm not going to be able to unless I get really, really lucky and draw 2 seaweed farms on like my first round. I don't even know if that's possible because I think for some of the buildings that are like mills and farms, mills and wheat fields, seaweed fields and seaweed farms, hop fields and breweries, you need to draw a certain amount of the field before you get the building for it. It's gonna be very hard to know the exact amounts there, but like that's why you'll always see like 1 mill and 3 fields at the beginning, because it like you're never going to see 2 mills and 1 field ever, which I would love to have with seaweed farms, but I need to have enough draw of fields before I'm able to draw a farm. So I'm not taking this now. I'm not going to be getting 2 farms. I can't stomach the like loss of points there. I have to take the brickmaker pack and just hope and pray that I got a lot more hop fields than I do get sand. 2, 3, good. Now this is stopping a lot of space to be built, or that could be built on, what is it, like verdures? But I have to eat that loss. I just have to. This guy's not going to be in range of the statue, so he's not a good placement. You are deleting 1 tree. Rough, but we might have to deal with it. This, it's not deleting any flowers. It could be encroaching on space that verdure might want to use, but I think it's fine. Now, I want to wait to play hop fields until I get my verdures. I know that I'm going to be getting my verdures next, consulting the draw order, so I should just be playing my sand pits and my brickyards because they're bad now, they're going to be bad in the future. I have to play them at some point. I might actually not have to play this hop field. Okay, so I played 2 sand pits and I play a brickyard. These guys are worth 10 points each. That will get me up to 48, and then this guy is going to be scaled off the 2 sand pits to be worth... I don't think enough. I'm not going to undo that hop field. I'm fine. Now, which side do I want masons to be on? With my hop fields over here, I'm considering playing like a wall platform to get a hermitage in this area, or even just a hermitage down here. So then all of my industry buildings can be on this side, and that also means that they're going to be in range of my seaweed fields, which is where I want to play my harbors and docks. And if I play my lighthouses over here, because this is like my fish area, I don't want my shamans to be nearby so that I have more options. My shamans also want to go in my green area. That's fine. Industry this side, hop fields this side, or greenery this side, so that means sand pits go down on this skinny area. I saw 13 somehow. I don't know why. Might just take 12. What? Why are you getting that extra point? In what world is that mineable sand? Okay. Do I play it here, or do I push it back into the corner for 11 points? Do I need that much more space for sand pits? I don't think so. And if I do, I'm just going to double them up on themselves. So getting this 13 is good, and then I can play 1 like right beside it later that's just worth less. That's worth the 11. We needed to get the guy up there found and then drag him out and up, I believe. There we go. So we play you, and then here we can play you for... Yeah, 10 points. Minus the 4 of the other sandpit. Or I play 1 over here. I guess I do want the early game points. Okay, so now I'm probably going to play him in this direction instead. He's worth 9, he's worth 10. Again, we're getting some really weird... This rock only exists on the outside. It's hollow on the inside. And this sand island is like, it's again, like there's a hollow section in the middle. It's like a ring around the outside, it looks like. That is so interesting. 10 points seems like the best I can get. If I play you back here, are you going to be in range of this guy that I play? I don't think so. I'll run with it. Can I get that extra one underneath while also getting the one off to my right? I don't think so. If you're only worth 10 points, I could play a 10-pointer like this as well. Yeah, I'll do this. That guarantees that the one that I place back here is going to have enough space. Okay. We got a building pack. Verdure. Has to be verdure. It has to be. I was hoping for more than 3, but it's fine. It's fine. Now we're going to try playing as many verdures as we can in the areas that hop fields are going to be placed. Hop fields want to be placed here, but that's also going to delete a tree, so I don't really know about that. This could be brewery spot 1, this could be brewery spot 2, or this could be space for more hop fields. And I like that, so I think I'm going to spawn a verdure over top of this. This is only 10 points currently because I'm taking the statue, or like 10 points on its way to 15. It's not spawning 5 of the possible like point giving green pieces. This is 17. Let me actually see where all of my trees are. It's gonna be hard on this map. I guess here we've got a chunk of 5 directly above me and then 3 to the bottom left. So it means that I want the 5 to be scored below and the 3 to be up above, I think. Play you around here. Yeah. Is this spawning? This is not spawning the extra flower, so that's not where the extra 2 points are coming from. We're just not spawning 2 trees. There's 18. I think I'm going to take 18. Yes, it does put 2 flowers in... Well, no, this flower's into bad spot. This is the only bad spot flower, but like I can deal with a -5 point loss to get a better verdure placement. Now, I think I've got the exact same one. So they're all conglomerated near the center. I think this is the time where I play it, yeah, down here. It's not going to be in range of the statue, but that's fine. This is also putting yet another flower in range of this one, so I'd prefer not to do that. I don't think there's a way for me to spawn all of the trees without doing that, though. There is. Oh, damn. Okay, this does put the trees really far down below, but I can live with it. Hold on, if I rotate you back like this, it is spawning 6 trees up there. If I rotate you like this, you're spawning flowers in better positions, but only spawning 5 of the trees up there. But how does this guy no longer spawning? Yeah, I feel fine with this. Just moving it up and to the right as far as I can go, so that I have as much space here to play, yeah, this verdure without hitting that flower. So the verdure would be played, like, yeah, directly on top of this. Hopefully there's a lot of trees that can spawn here. It's not looking like a lot. If I walk it down some to spawn some on the platform below, it does. But I would need to push it more to the right. That's still going to be worth it, though. Alright, so this is scoring 11 points right now, out of the total 15 that it could. I think this 11 is going to be the best verdure that I get. That's 5 trees up top, that's 2 more flowers down below. Yeah, that's good to me. That's good to me. Okay, so if I were to blossom, it's going to be on this corner, and then I play parks and shamans in these pockets. They're going to be worth a lot when we get there. Now, buildings that I play next. I can play hop fields to get some score, but it deletes some trees. I think I'm going to need it. I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I get to get a boon to blossom these trees for the extra 2 points or anything that scales up. No, because lumberjack packs are next, and I can put lumberjack packs down beside all these trees. I shouldn't rush myself on playing hop fields. The sand pit. I could maybe get another... No, I'm not going to get another 10-point scoring one. There's no way. Okay, so sand pits should go down before brickyards, right? Yeah. So then we look for where you can score the highest. I remember seeing a 6 before. We might get lucky and find a 7 somewhere. And truly, every point here matters when you're playing the early game, when you're trying to get like the seaweed farms off properly. Okay, and then I play a brickyard on these guys. I would hope to have brickyards that are not going to be in range of each other, but that's not looking like the case. I could play some up here and some down below. So like one up here, and it's not in range of this guy. This guy's worth more points now, so I'll be playing him. If I play more sand pits in the future, they're going to go behind this guy. They face this brickyard. That's, yes, this is a fine placement. If I play more sand pits in the future, I might actually play one more on this side. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Actually, I don't know if I want to push that all the way down, because that's where my harbors and docks are going to go. I want some more space along the water to finagle pieces around. All right, lumber pack or seaweed farm pack? I don't have enough points to capitalize off the seaweed farms yet. I need the lumberjack pack to score more points. I'm hoping to see one more verdure when I click on this pack. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I drew 3 verdures. I have 6 total. This is my 4th one. I can use my last 2 verdures. I don't know where I'll use them, but I'll get around to it. If I want to play more greenery in the same area, it's going to be either trees down here, which isn't going to amount to a lot. It's trees down here, which isn't going to amount to a lot. Or maybe I can find a spot that's like up here that doesn't hit any of the flowers. Hold on. This doesn't hit any of the flowers. If I rotate you, do like trees spawn in high amounts anywhere? Got 3 trees. This is 5 trees, but no, absolutely no flowers. I don't know if I like that because I want my verdure to be higher base scoring. But it is going to put trees in the way of blossoms, lumberjacks, saunas. It's like conglomerating more of the trees together compared to being like a 15.1 or like a 10.1 over here that spawns a few flowers. I think I'm actually fine with sticking this guy in here for 6 points, spawning a bunch of trees. Okay, this spawns extra flowers. I think this also spawns extra trees. Yeah, this seems like the spot that I'm going to play it. The one for 8 points. Can I rotate you to get you any more? It looks like you're so close to spawning so many of your trees. It's not in range of that flower anymore. Okay, the 12 is going to be really hard to find, so I'll just take it when I have it. Great. Great. Okay, what's a lumberjack worth? I love seeing my 40-point lumberjacks. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I want to save the spots in the corner for shamans, so these guys can go tucked into this corner for 40. I don't think I want to be playing them up top yet, do I? I don't want to be deleting any of these trees, and this feels like it's taking up too much space, but like, is it actually? Oh, that doesn't count as deleting that tree if I put it in this direction. I think I'm fine with this then. 45 points from 1 lumberjack. Now is when I can take my seaweed farms. It's like when you're playing the early game, you have to get enough points to be able to get verdure. You have to play your verdures to in like high amounts. I'd say around 4 or 5 of them to then play your lumberjacks. Once you play your lumberjacks to completion, you will have enough points to be able to get all of the seaweed farms that you're hoping for. I did not grab many fields. It's going to be a while before I get them. Having 2 sawmills this early is not a good look. Okay, time to play some more lumberjacks then to get us our points. I can play one down here for 34. Is there anywhere better? This guy might be blocking a shaman position. I think I'll still play him. I think that's enough space for a shaman in that corner, right? A man can dream. 28 points. Does that like look like it's giving me more space? I don't think so. Okay, I just like this spot better. It's guaranteed to give me enough space for the shaman in that corner here. Yeah, with another lumberjack being able to fit, shaman's definitely smaller than that. I want to save space for wheat fields all around this edge. So I don't know if I'm playing lumberjacks there yet. Lumberjack here could be fine. What else is going to be played on like this sectional? I don't think anything. It's worth 29. Could maybe be worth 30 if I get it really particular, but I don't want to delete that flower, so being worth 29 points is fine. This is also keeping all of my lumberjacks together so that my sawmills in the future are going to be easier to score. Add a building pack. We're going to take... I don't think I'm ready for masons yet. I think I just want more of the buildings that I already have, specifically seaweed farms, so I take a lighthouse so that it lowers the drop pool. Yeah, so we got 3 seaweed fields. I think we're ready to grab a new seaweed farm when we ask for new packs. We're still drawing more sand pits than what I'd want. This is, I think, like 5 of the total 6. It's crazy that facing it backwards grants it more points, like this. 6? I mean, it's not that bad then. Okay, what if I do 5 first and then the next sandpit ahead of it so that all of the brickyards score off of it? Because, like, this sandpit is, yeah, it's worth 7 points. I can make this guy worth... I can make him worth 0, but then every brickyard that's played off of him scores an extra 4 points. That's not worth it. This guy being played for the 7, or the 9 even, is more worthwhile. The sandpits all being in one area will score my warehouse better, though. I think I want to take the early game points. We take you. And we have a boon to select from. If this is a boon that we can use now, it's going to give us 10 extra points. Duplicate. Ooh, or add terrace. Duplicate is difficult because I'm not going to be able to, like, duplicate the building that I want to. That building being Seaweed Farm. This early on into the game. I could duplicate something like a guild hall or a mountain shrine later, and that's worth a lot of points. Or, what else would I be using it on? A terrace. I'm gonna get a natural terrace. I don't think I have I don't have buildings that scale off of terraces enough to want 2 of them. If I have a lot of masons, sure, I'm gonna be able to get 50 points off this guy, but this is going to be worth well more than that if I get a second mountain shrine, and if I get blossom. Hold on, there was 3 boons that I selected last time. There's 3 boons that I selected the time before that for 6 total boons. This level has 3 plus another 2, meaning 5. So that means that I'm going to go through 11 boons. The 4th island is going to have, I think, 4. It's going to have like 6 boons that I see total. I'm like guaranteed to get blossom and level up there if I want. If I'm going to be playing that island for score maxing, I should be taking the boons that I don't want now so that I can take the boons that I do want on a higher scoring island later. So we go to add boon pack, and we're going to take a terrace this time around. Cool. Okay. Next on the docket. The Seaweed Farm location is going to be either here or here. This seems like it's closer, and I like that. And then Seaweed Farm 1, Seaweed Farm 2. There's not enough space ahead of it here, but like that space isn't usually used anyways. Hold on. Could I get 4 beside each other here by playing 1? No, there isn't going to be enough space behind this one for these guys to be outside of the range of each other. Yeah, that doesn't work. Is there anywhere else that I could play Seaweed Farms like that? Like playing 1, 2, and have them be out of range of each other. And then 3, if this one were to fit, but it doesn't. Well, I could probably finagle it onto the wall. And then 4, they could maybe just be out of range of each other, and then everything in the middle is scoring quadruple points. I think I'm scoring doubles a bit more often afterwards, but I'm not scoring as many triples. And having to wait for 4 Seaweed Farms is quite a lot of time. Right, I'm playing you for 6, wherever I saw that happen. There we go. And then I can play a brickyard up above here for... This is worth 18. I guess down here is also going to be worth about the same amount. No, I'd play 1 up here. Then where would I play brickyards in the future? There's no good spots for me to. I mean, back here, but that's not going to be back far enough away from this guy. I'm just going to hope that I don't draw many more brickyards in the future. I should also wait on my masons before I play brickyards. Okay, so what am I scoring then to be able to get to the next round? 10 points from a seaweed farm from wherever it goes. I feel like I'm just going to go with good old reliable here. We'll play a seaweed farm up here facing upwards, a seaweed farm down below. We want to make sure that this has enough space to yet be scanned underneath from. We could play 2 hop fields to get us there. Where are the hop fields being placed? Beside the statue? Okay, so if I use the plateau strategy again, because there's nothing for me to place on the plateau except for wheat fields, nothing much scores off of it. They're getting 3 points from a plateau compared to 4 points from a statue. I'm fine to save space around the statue for other buildings. like hop fields that are placed properly, like parks. Okay, this is deleting one flower. I don't think the shamans are going to care too much about that. Don't tell the shamans that I said that. Here, and hold on, is that just one flower? That is just one flower. Okay. There. Deletes that one. It doesn't delete this guy, I think. Yeah, you're fine. The next one can go... I want to take up less space in the middle. I don't think I'm drawing many more hop... Yes, I am going to draw more hop fields. Do I play 1 and 2, or... How would I do this? A protected species. Gonna start with this. If I need to, I can always layer one more regular one out further. Or like one more parallel going out further. Farming pack or a mason. So we've got some brickyards. We're going to be getting more points off of the masons now than the farming pack. The farming pack, we want to wait until we find a plateau. So we're going to grab mason. We get a second seaweed farm. That's massive. And we get enough seaweed fields that by the time we get to the next pack, we're likely enough going to draw a new seaweed farm. Okay, good. There's enough space for this guy to fit in. We definitely don't want it to be rotated close. And I also want to remember that I'm trying to get 4 seaweed farms before I play any fields, because I have a neighborly, and I can use a neighborly on one of these guys. We've got a mason that can be played where... So it's either beside the brickyard or it's beside the statue. We want it to be down here so that it can be played off of other brickyards. The masons should be in range of markets and of plateaus. Where am I going to be placing my plateau? I would like my plateau close enough to where my hermitage is going. My hermitage should be like up here. I don't think it's going to be in range then. My plateau, if I could get it on this platform and sneaking underneath all these flowers, could be pretty nice. I could also push it halfway under the water here, but I think what's going to end up happening is it's just going to be taking up space out here in the water. So my masons should be reflecting that by going further off to the right. Is this still in range of the brickyard? It is. Okay. I'm fine to start playing masons here. Now I need some more points to get to the next round. I don't want to play brickyards because I want to play them after masons. I don't want to play lighthouses because I do not have any of my farms down yet. Terrace needs more masons. Breweries, I could wait for a few more hop fields. Lumberjacks, not waiting on anything else. If anything, I'm only going to be deleting trees away from them. That's a spot saved for a shaman. This is a spot worth 23. This is a spot worth 30, but it deletes a singular tree. Can I rotate it so that it doesn't do that? No, definitely not. Can I shimmy you down so you don't? And I think I have to pull you rather than push you if I want that to happen. And it might not happen with lumberjacks. It might be like a house-specific thing. You can kind of see that it's sunk in, though, so I think it's trying to. It's just not enough. Or I could play a 28-point lumberjack over here. Okay. I'm not going to be playing a blossom on this round. The trees aren't going to matter as much. Am I fine deleting one tree for 30 points? I'm going to be drawing more lumberjacks in the future. I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't be deleting any trees. This one is a fine position then, I think. It's worth 24. I could have it be worth a bit more if I pop it out here. I think I actually like this spot better. It's 21 points. How many points do I need to make it to the next round? I guess I'm going to be playing this and a brewery. Or I'm going to be playing this in a sawmill, but I don't want to commit to my sawmills yet. I'd prefer to play them after all my lumberjacks go down. So you go down, and then a brewery goes down. A brewery can go here, and that's still going to be in range of the hop fields, but it deletes 5 trees, so I can play it back here. It's not in range of all of the hop fields, but it's in range of the majority of them. We can have it be worth 33 points without deleting anything. Nice. Sure. And then a brewery in the future is going to go here beside all the hop fields, wherever it fits. Okay, building pack. We still don't want to take the farming pack. It's not worth as many points. We're going to take shamans, because those were worth a lot of points. Oh, yeah, 40 points. No raised block dents worth 16. Is that 42? 34. It can fit up here? Oh, that's nice. It might not be a spot that I take because these might be like preferential for me. We'll see. Okay, if I play one down here though, I'm not going to be able to play one in this corner. If I play one in this corner though, I can play a shaman up top here, which feels nicer. Okay, after I play a shaman in this corner, I could be playing one up top here if that fits, but that's not worth any points. This guy's worth a lot more, but it's in range of the 40-point shaman. This guy's worth 32 compared to this guy's... Nope, this guy's also worth 32. So I think I start with the 32 in this corner. Hold on, let me get it again. And then I'd play a 40 in, like, this corner. But then if I play a 40 in that corner, I'm not able to play my shaman up top here like I wanted to for 32 points. Where would my other shamans go? Or maybe I play a 42 up here somehow. This is a 40 up here. Okay. So shaman 1 goes down in this corner. It's not taking up like any of the space in the top left, right? Just try that again. Yeah, it's not taking up any space up here. So then this one is the next one to go down. Come on, you were worth 40 points at one point. I'll be able to get it again in the future. Let me just see. So it's roughly there. This is, that's rough. It is going to be in range of the shaman down below here. Unless I pull it out some, then it's worth a lot less points. I guess it's not worth too much less. Then my next shaman that goes down can hopefully, yeah, be slid down here again. Okay, so I'm just going to be, like, zigzagging it up and down. And because this is worth so few points at the beginning, yeah, it's only worth 20, I'd rather start on the bottom here and then I zigzag in that direction. So to know exactly how I should be zigging and zagging, this guy should go down first. I should be playing a verdure. This is either for fish, for better harbors, docks, fishers, that kind of stuff, or it's for flowers and trees. Trees are going to scale like 2 more lumberjacks and another sauna or 2, and a mountain shrine. And the flowers, if I could get them beside the sauna or the shamans, will be worth it. This is worth 10 points up here. It's spawning 4 new trees. The lumberjacks probably still going to go down in this corner. That's an extra 4 points on each lumberjack. That's maybe an extra, like, a scoring. It's an extra 2 points on a shaman. I don't think that one's worth it. If I were to start in this corner, though, I have the opportunity to spawn a lot more trees. And flowers. But it also doesn't look like it wants to. If I save it for fish, my harbors and docks are all scaling an extra 2 points off of it. I'm gonna get like 2 docks, 1 harbor, maybe 2 fishers if I'm lucky. So then that's like 6 interactions off of it. I still think it's worth more points as trees. And I don't want to play trees in this back corner because they're not scoring off of much. I don't have any more space to put them down here without hitting flowers. I think this is the spot then. I'll go for the 10 points that I saw before. I think I saw 10 points down here. Do I see the ketchup flower ever? There's the ketchup flower. I could spawn... Let me see if I spawn it over here as a ketchup flower. What happens? So there you are. You can't spawn on that rock face? That's interesting. There it is. 13 points on a verdure. I spawn an extra 3 or 4 trees. I spawn a lot of flowers around the shaman. Maybe 1 more that comes in the future. This is spawning a lot more trees, but it's not spawning the ketchup flower. 11. Ooh, that's a bit hard to pass up. I think I'm gonna go with 11. And now with this one placed, I can play the shaman for an extra 2 points. I should be seeing 34 over here. Yep, there it is. Come on. There we go. Okay. I have 3 breweries to place. Wow. I don't think Hermitage is big enough to fit in this slot right here, and I could be playing hop fields beside this. This deletes 1 tree, I think. Deletes 2. Do I have any other better buildings to get me to the next round? I could play my Mason and then my three brickyards. Ah, it sucks that I had to take brickyards so early. I think I'd rather just play a brewery to get to the next round. Nothing is going to scale off those trees in time. No lumberjack is going to be played back here. Okay, next round. Now we have to take the farming pack because Fountain, it's just a non-scoring building. It just doesn't do anything. We sadly did not get any more seaweed farms, so we can't rip it on these ones yet. I think that means that I'm going to have to play my 2 masons that have been given and my brickyards and hope that's enough points to make it to the next round. I don't think it is, so I might be forced to play a 3rd brewery. That doesn't have enough space to be played here, and this lumberjack is now taking up too much space from this being the next place to put it. Yeah, there's no way to pull it back far enough to get it out of range of that guy. Yeah, and there's no way that I could have pulled this guy back further. Do I separate my masons now? Make a second conglomeration over here? No, because then my plateau is not going to score them as much. It's saving 8 points if I go over here. If I play one over here, it's gaining me 8 points on the plateau, but only in the future. Yeah, I think I do just play masons here then instead. They're still going to be in range of my brickyards. So mason goes here, brickyard definitely goes down here. Hoping for some other spots that are nearby. That brickyard doesn't seem the greatest. Sure, this is worth 25, but I'd want it to be worth more. I don't think there's a way for me to make it worth more. There's no way to fit. There is a way to fit this brickyard in. Okay. So 1 goes down here, 1 goes up here. For sure. And that actually gets me to both the next boon and the next building pack. Okay. Precious or shrink building? I think that Precious is a lot more worth it on the last one because I can play a pyre beside all of my other buildings and it's worth like 200 points. Shrink building is like, maybe I can fix up some of the mistakes that I made as I was building, but it's not gaining me any points, you know? And we're also on Aurora, so taking shrink building now is also just going to get us 30 points overall. If I were to shrink the brewery, could I fit it back here? Yes, I can. Can I get it close enough to enough of the hop fields? No. What about this? Can you be out of range of the other brewery? You can. That's a placement that I'll make at the end of the game. Got it. Next for points. I guess it's just another brickyard. We don't need to do any shenanigans with shrinking it or anything. Okay, we're looking for seaweed farm. That's what we're hoping for. Pyre's great because it's not adding too many buildings to the pool. We do not find it. We do find another lumberjack to get us more points though. I could look to place this with a shrink building. Or a neighborly. That's a tough choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16 points on a neighborly. I don't think that's worth it. Not yet. Not yet. If I shrink you, can I place you in any weird spots? A 27 is a pretty weird spot. $32 is pretty good, but I think I can get that with a regular lumberjack too. I could play one down. I'm not playing one in this corner anymore. I can play a lumberjack down here. That's where I can put one. So it's worth 26 as opposed to, can I get you for 27? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. And then there was the 32 up here. What else would we... It's only worth 29? 30? It doesn't delete any trees. What else would I be playing in this position? Another hop field? I think it's too far away from the other hop fields to make it worthwhile. I could be playing a park, but no, I'd rather play that in the center of the hop fields or beside all the trees down below. This is a good lumberjack spot. We play it. Now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lumberjacks, I'm kind of inclined to start playing my sawmills, and they're going to be worth more here than they will be down below. I'm going to double check that my shamans don't scale negatively off of sawmills. Give me a second. They don't like masons. Never mind, they're fine. So I could play a sawmill over here. It is going to negatively scale my resort if I play it in this corner, but like the lumberjacks are already doing that. So I think my hermitage is going in the back corner here, hitting majorly hop fields and what is it? Flowers, I guess. Yeah, it's missing out on all these trees down here, but that's fine. That's fine. The sawmill doesn't delete any trees. This is like my next best lumberjack spot, but it's also a great sawmill spot because it stops, or it doesn't, it's not going to be in range of like this sawmill over here in the future. That's still scoring 28 points. And it's also hitting the statue. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3 for sawmills. This last one played up here after my green stuff has gone down up top. So what am I playing to get to the next round? Oh, if I play the sawmill up here, though, that stops my brewery from being played in that area. But, like, granted, it's only 11 points. I can suck it up and just play, like, a brewery over here without using shrink or anything and make it, like, it'll be fine. Pyres. Do I set this up beforehand? They want lighthouses to be down first for an extra 3 points. I don't think I'm going to be getting through all of my fishing buildings before I get this guy down. It wants to be out of range of hop fields, so I'd like to be playing them over here, if I can. Still in range of all the lumberjacks, of course. This guy's worth 33, and he could ping over to this guy over here, still in range of... Well, not in range of everything, but in range of most things. Can be played up here? You can. I'm seeing if it can be in range of the statue at all. It can, but as soon as it does, it kind of runs... Okay, 35, and if I place one on this corner, it's worth 32. I would love... This one is also worth 35. So I think I'm going to play one here, and then my next one in the future is going to be played... Where is it? Over here. Or... Yeah, no. Where was I thinking about playing my lighthouses? This lighthouse isn't that bad, honestly. I can live with those amount of rays being blocked, and then this one is where the second one goes. And it should be out of range of this lighthouse up here. Yeah, because it can also be in range of the statue. That works. But the lighthouses are played so late after my, what is it, Harpers and Fishers, that I don't know if I can get those extra 3 points out of the pyre. What other building would I play to advance myself to the next round? I could play a sawmill early, and then it's getting 3 less points on a lumberjack, because lumberjacks scale... no, it's getting 2 less points on a lumberjack. I think I'm fine with that. No, these guys... Hold on, is the undo of the sawmill? Yeah, I'm going to play this guy slightly further back so that I can get an extra 7 points. So if I play you in this corner, I pull you up by like 1 tick. I want to see that tree survive still. And then this guy right here, come on, worth 28. This guy's actually closer now. Interesting. What if I rotate you? 21. Feeling like that's it. Worth 21 points. Nice. Then this guy in the future might be a bit hard to position without hitting the other sawmill, but I'll figure it out. I'll find a way. I could maybe also just play this sawmill here with a neighborly. The neighborly is then worth 24 points. Don't want to do that yet, though. Okay. What's next? A fisher. So we're starting our... Oh, I really need another seaweed farm, because then I'll just be able to explode on the amount of points that I have. Like... I'd be able to get so many building packs that, like, I'm no longer, like, constrained by my options. I'm not gonna have to think super critically about what I play next. $30 points seems like it's pretty good. $31 is better. Good with 31. This is taking up the sawmill spot that I want in the future. Is it? It's also encroaching on, like, where my hermitage is going to be. Let me see about the sawmill spot. So I can get one for 32 points, maybe? Nope. Okay, so if I want a better sawmill spot in the future, it's going to have to be a neighborly, like, down here. So that means that my lumberjack could go up top if I felt like it. Or I could save the spot for my brewery. It's 37 compared to 30, and this is also scoring off of so many more trees. So this guy is just worth it, I think, even though it's deleting one of them. Okay. I'm still waiting on a plateau to play my mills and my wheat fields. My fisher. How did I decide that I needed to play this? It was docks and harbors into fisher. No, it was fisher, dock, harbor, lighthouse. So I want to wait to play my fisher because I want to play them around seaweed fields. I don't know if that's happening. My docks and harbors could go along this wall then instead. A terrace here might be good enough to create some, like, buildable space above the docks and harbors for, like, a warehouse. I don't think so, though. Is there any fish out here for a fisher to score off of? No, it's just a base score of 4. I really don't want to have to play any of my seaweed fields. I'm inclined to play a neighborly sawmill down here. Does that even get me enough points to get to the next round? Or do I just play my pyre now that I've got, like, all the lumberjacks that I could? That's still not enough points. What boons do I have? I've got shrink building and I've got neighborly. If I play a pyre, does it get within 10 points? It does. I could... Oddly enough, I could shrink a pyre, just eat one of the boons to get an extra 10 points now to help me with, like, building placements. That's not a half bad idea. I save neighborly for harder hitters than minus 24 points. So if I shrink this building... Oh, I could maybe get it for 41 points? There, that's hitting for 41 points, and then this guy over here is going to be able to... Needs to be a bit bigger to be able to see the statue, but yeah. There, and that is definitely going to see the guy placed at this corner. Alright. I'm fine with locking in that boon and pyre placement. Take a harbor pack. We've got another shaman. This is good. It gets us 40 points, but it isn't exactly what we're hoping for. We're looking to move this guy to 40 points. I should just take it. 42. Okay. If I squeak you down further in this corner, is there anything like it's better about your placement? No, you don't detect any more of these flowers. Okay. I want to make sure that I don't delete the tree above me. That's fine then. Is it? Yeah, it's not deleting anything else. Okay, so here's good. I would like it to go more to the right so that I have more space to the... I'd like it to go more to the left so that I have more space on the right side to play. I don't think I can finagle it that much, though. The next shaman should be going here. 3 docks! I drew 3 docks right away? You're kidding. Okay, so these guys score off Fisher at a rate of +3. And I think... Hold on, what else does a harbor like to be beside? Lighthouses. Lighthouses want to be beside it. I'm playing 2 lighthouses in this area. It's as long as I play my harbors on this side or this side, I'll be fine. My harbors aren't going to reach many of the fish unless I play them all the way out here, but then they're not going to hit any of my warehouses, my markets, my sawmills. So I think I have to eat the fact that I'm not scoring any fish this time around. Or I play another shrink on a brewery, play it up top here, delete a few things, and maybe that's enough points to make it to the next round. Okay, at the very least, if I do this, I'll be able to see what my next boon is. I can just undo it right afterwards. So we go brewery, play it for 38 points. See, and now I know what the next boon is. And that is a perfect amount of points to get to the next round. Am I fine locking that in? Sure. Sure. Let's go boons. Let's see what we have. Level up or add statue. I want both of these on the next one. No. Okay. Well, which one is going to be more powerful? A statue is going to give me 200 points. Level up is going to give me 200 points as an inverter, plus an extra 100 points on top of that. This is also going to get me a lot of nature interactions. It needs to be played after the blossom. This needs to be played, I guess, after the blossom with another verdure. A second statue, though, means that I can start placing my verdures in any area. No. Well, yes and no. I don't think I take a statue on this run because I don't have enough blooming trees to make it worthwhile. I think I can point invert a guild hall somewhere to be able to make that more worthwhile. Hold on. The last round. If I'm playing a score multiplied... No, because I'm not going to have score multiplier because I don't have enough boons to draw there unless I grab rerolls. Where would I be playing another statue on this island? I'd be playing it here. I could be playing it with a neighborly to take that minus 60 point reduction away. I could play it with neighborly to get rid of the minus 60 points and score it on a lot of green things. I don't know. It feels like the incorrect play. I'll save level up for the last island. I like my level up shenanigans. We'll take statue this time around. We'll see what building pack we have as well. Unless... No, if I get duplicate, I'd want to save that duplicate for the last island, which... saving a duplicated statue for the last island would be huge. Nah, I guess a mountain shrine is still better. Crazy that a mountain shrine is better than a statue. Might be a bit rough to play it right here, but I think this is my best bet. I can get it for 23. I can get it for 24 over here, actually. I think I'm fine with playing it smack dab in the center up here. Now, if I do, like, what kind of points am I losing from doing this? If I can fit a plateau underneath this and play my wheat fields on top of it and have a couple of them in range of the statue, that's like the dream. And then I play my terrace on this. And then I play my terrace on this corner to play my mountain statue or mountain shrine on top of. Okay, I think I'm prepared to play a neighborly on it. Let's see what building pack we get next, though. Now I can line things up. Now I can line things up. We still don't have that seaweed farm, but that's fine. I'm gonna get enough points from this plateau and the statue. Oh, right. If I do it up here, I'm missing out on the... It's going to be 32 points down below here. is it going to amount to more than 32 points up here? Each of these, if I play them on top of the plateau, are going to be an extra 3 points. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Oh, and the seaweed fields could also be played beside this plateau for an extra 4 points. That's fun. Yeah, the plateau's still going down here, so I have to think less. That's good. Masons, I don't have to think much about. They just get to go down. Can get them down for 13 over here. That's better. Brickyard. I don't know if I can sneak him in for 18 anywhere, and I don't know if I want to do it down here. I'm definitely not using a shrink building on this. I'd like to save it for like one more get out of jail free card on something else later. Yeah, no more wiggling can happen. So it's either 14 or it's... Yeah, it's 14 points. Okay, still looks like I'm building a spot for a good warehouse down here, though. Now, I have to think about whether or not I just want to put wheat fields up here, even if they're not close enough to the statue. I'd have like 2 or 3 close enough to the statue. This 1, 2, 3. Then no more are going to be connected. No more are going to be able to hit the statue. I think it's better to play wheat fields up here, especially if I'm playing a statue too, because then they can all be around them. And the plateau I save for warehouses and markets down below here. Okay. That means that the statue should go down first, and wheat fields and mills should go down second. So let's get that done. It's a neighborly to make it 60 less points. 60 less point loss. I want to have enough space for a wheat field in front of this. I think a wheat field is slightly larger than the statue, so I'm going to try lining this guy up with the flowers here. And I can't get any more than 84 points. I remember seeing 24 points before. So we play it like... I think I want to say this close. Now I'm probably going to undo this. I'm just going to see where it goes. So this guy going down here, I guess I don't want to play my mills before any of my wheat fields as well, because I'd rather play my mills around the outsides to hit all of the statues and all of the wheat fields that I'm playing. So like this guy here, see, like just, he has, I could sneak it in a little bit further, but I don't want to. I don't want to. This also has like just enough range to be able to hit it. Yeah, I'm going to start building from back here. I'm going to hope that I can get a second one in here in range. If I rotate you, is that going to help out? It might, but then it also sets this off to being further forward, and then I'm not going to have to... I guess I don't need that. Okay, so I could put these guys sideways at the beginning. And then I place another one down here that's still sideways. Hopefully... Hold on, how much space does that take up? It goes just past the brewery, right? Yep. So then this one is just past the brewery. It's going to delete one flower. It's going to be in range of the statue. I'm fine with that loss. And then here, this guy is going to be pushed up to about yay far. And then you are just about like halfway through the statue. I want to say maybe a bit further. And this is still in range of the statue. That works. And if I rotate you like this, because there's some extra space forward, I might be able to save that flower too. Okay, let's start. Nah, I'll try this placement first. I can always undo it afterwards. I'm fine with where the statue is. The statue feels like it's a good placement. Okay, yeah, never mind. The straight on wheat field was definitely the play. Does this pull under? Oh, it pulls under. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, okay, okay. This could also pull under. I want to see how many flowers it deletes. All of them still, so it's not happening. I should be adding my building pack and my boon before I make any more choices. Let's see what the boon is. Please don't give me another hard choice. Add wall platform and summon wisp. I'm not going to need wall platforms on my last one. I would much rather an early wisp on the last one. So we take add wall platform. We go to building packs, and we're definitely going to take parks over fountains. We've got another mason to play. So I should have saved my brickyards. I have been saving my brickyards. Kind of. It's worth 9 over here. I think that's still going to be in range of the plateau. Compared to being worth 13 over here. This is definitely going to be in range of the plateau. Okay, wall platforms. It's just statues and that's it. It's a lot of green space. Wheat fields are not going on it. I'll save it for later. I'll save it for later. I don't know what I'm putting on it. Probably a hermitage in this corner, actually. Maybe one out here. We'll see. I've got a lot of wheat fields to place, though. It might take up a lot of space. I think, yeah, I'm good to continue playing my wheat fields. There's nothing that's stopping me from doing it. I could maybe have played a mill here early, but I want to play my mill after playing all of my wheat fields to pick up points from all of them, rather than just some of them. A sauna. Definitely. The sauna is a lot of points. The sauna's a lot of points. This is what I was saying about, like, I wanted to get the trees on the top level here. I'm very lucky that it didn't build up too high. 125 on this side. 121. Oh, it can go up pretty high on this wall. 127. This seems like the spot to beat. What about you down here? Got 125. Alright, so this could delete a few trees. It's going to be closer to where the, what is it, huts go? Maybe not. I think the huts might go in this corner because it's away from all the industry. It's beside all the shamans and then beside the sauna. This is worth 122. This is worth 123. It does look like we're just going to be putting a sauna into the wall right here, if I can find how I did that again. 26. Okay, so it's right along this edge right here. And then I found 127 somewhere up and down it, but I can do that again in the future. Okay, so this is where my sauna goes. I don't think I'm playing a wall platform to, like, allow myself to play a sauna on top of it. That's not something I want to do. Wheat fields can still be played. Or I need to think about this. We're getting the fortune teller after, what is it? We just got a sauna or a park. So now we're on 1, 2, 3. We're 4 packs away from getting a fortune teller. I would like to maximize those fortune teller points, so I need to maximize the amount of points that I'm getting per building placed. What are high point scoring buildings? The plateau is going to be one, but it's not one that I want to ship yet because I might get a mason on my next pull. My parks might be one. They're not. Parks are going to have to be played up here by the hop fields, and that's a sizable amount of points. Not many nature interactions, but a sizable amount of points. Would I prefer a wheat field to go down here or a park? I think wheat fields can sprawl out in this direction instead. Or I could play a skinny park beyond this wheat field. I would like to test that though, so I need to play this big park somewhere that I, like, want it to be played. A lot of nature interactions for 17 points down here isn't bad. It is taking up space from, like, a bigger building going down here, but I've got a wall platform that I can play things on. I'll be fine. Oh, it's 2 buildings that I have to go through. I don't know about digging twice. Actually, I might. This is a lot of points. It's some nature interactions too. This is a lot more points. It's deleting trees though, don't want to do that yet. So I played this one first. I'll be playing this park in the future. I've got 6 of them. Another fat park? You're kidding. Okay, so I shouldn't be playing parks like this because they're only worth 16 points. I said that I shouldn't be doing that because of fortune teller. Hold on, is this... There's another post-game boon here. There's 3 on Island 3? What? Okay, duplicate or precious? Duplicate is another mountain shrine. That's 200 points with a blossom. Precious is not worth as much as the duplicate. We take precious. Precious is most likely going to be used not on the pyre over here if we get a second one of it, but a fish kite, because fish kites aren't going to be scaling off of many buildings. We don't have, like, many towers to be played. Wheatfield is worth 20 points if I play it here. It deletes both the flowers. I think I can get rid of those nature interactions. I still want to play a skinny park beside it first, because it's probably not going to delete those flowers. I think I'm fine with this position for 17 points. Even though I've, like, already talked at length about, like, wanting to fortune teller or something first. I'm really gonna dig for that skinny park. I will find it. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. Skinny park. It does delete the one flower in the back, but it does fit in back here nicely, and it's going to... I really hope allow the space for a wheat field. What if I play the... I'm going to see about playing the wheat field first, and then the park second. No, park first, because it scales one more point off... yeah, it scales one more point off the flower. Okay, here. Do I have another skinny park to play? No, it's a thick park. And this wheat field does fit. Nice. Very nice. Okay, what's the next building? It's huts. We still take those over fountains. Fountains could be good to play before we play a bunch of parks in an area, but I don't have, like, a predetermined area for parks here. They're just going to go, like, hodgepodge all over the place. All right, we're going to be drawing a lot of parks with our extra building draw. After you... Oh, that's something that I could consider. After you take parks, that's, like, where all of your draw is going to go. Same with huts. Does that mean that I'm not going to get my seaweed farm that I've been hoping for like, the entire game? Guess I'll find out. Okay, so after huts, it's towers, then it's warehouses, and then it's fortune tellers. So I still have another 3 packs to go. I have another 300 points to gain. I am going to be able to make it to the balloon, so I could play this pyre if I felt like it. Hold on, that... Pyres don't detect shrunken pyres. Okay, well, I'm gonna report that real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna leave the... Yeah, I'll stop the recording. Okay, well, that break was a little bit longer than I expected. Grab some food, some other stuff. And when I came back, I don't know if it's because I've spent so long with, like, the game just open in the background, but look at the water. I don't know if this is a nighttime thing, but it's just beautiful. I mean, maybe there's an oil rig outside, or like out on the shore here, and this is all just like the rainbow water afterwards. But it looks almost like the Northern Lights, you know? I want to see if changing the time of day does anything to it. It looks like it's an all-day thing. Maybe I've just never noticed water that far out before. Maybe I've never had like that clear of a patch of water to have it shows so nicely. All right, anyways, back to it. I need to grab the like spot that I was at last time. We're trying to play as few buildings as we can to be able to make it to the fortune teller in time. The pyre is not able to detect the small pyre, which is either because its line of sight is like in this, sorry, like the focal point for its line of sight for like to have a pyre detect another pyre. The shrunken one might be inside this piece right here, and then that means that nothing is going to be detected by it, or it's just that shrunken pyres can't detect regular ones. Either way, I think this should be changed. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about, like, am I placing my pyre inside of something such that another pyre won't be able to detect it? I feel like they could have, like, a focal point on the bottom and on the top, and it'll flip-flop between the two of them to use whichever one it's able to see, you know? Or, like, it'll grab any piece on the outside of this model compared to, like, just one section in the center, if that's how it works. You know, I don't know how it's coded. I was trying to play a few buildings to get, I think it's like another 2 building packs in the future, because the most recent one that I picked up was going to be huts. So we have to get towers, warehouses, and then we get fortune tellers, which is 105 points, 105 points, and then 110 points, or maybe 105, 110, 110. I need 330 points, roughly, to be able to make it there. I'm thinking about playing a sauna because it's a very high, like, scoring building, and I'm not playing down more lumberjacks. I could play some more shamans, but I'm not going to play too many more. So yes, I'm losing 5 points out on the sauna, but if I play fewer buildings, I'm also gaining points on the fortune teller, so that's fine. And I'm not using blossom here, so blooming trees don't matter. I could play the huts before the sauna, so I could look for a spot for that to be. 10 points over here. I think I can get a few more if I get that lumberjack out of the way. So it's... Okay, 10 points. This is going to be in range of the sauna since it's being played along the wall, and this has a very large range on the outside. And then future huts would want to be played, like, beside the fisher. The Fisher scales 1 off of each hut that I play. If I find... there's not going to be another spot for a hut down here. It's just not happening. There's too many industry buildings. It's too much of a loss of points to like consider scaling my huts by a small amount more. I'd rather take the 10 points over here. All right, this is also 10 points. Can I get more than 10? Since I'm seeing it hit one of the lumberjacks up top, if I can back it out some more, then maybe. But no, then it's not going to hit the other shaman over there. So 10 points is where it's at. Is this going to be in range of the sauna is the question. Yes, quite handedly, actually. Let's grab another 10-point hut. And I guess those were only worth 13 points, so they're not really worthwhile to play before, getting our fortune teller. So I can't backtrack both of the huts now, but if I could, I would. Yes, I'm getting 1 more point by putting the sauna down after the huts, but I'm losing out on points on my fortune teller. This is supposed to be 130. Yes, because it was 127 before, and we've got a hut in there. So that's the max score that I'm going to see on it, I think. Anyways, now, okay, we have our last boon. I'm really hoping that we don't see level up in something else we want to take. Neighborly and level up. I'm fine to not have neighborly for the next time. What I'm looking for is level up. I'm looking for maybe rerolls to be able to hit a second level up. I'm looking for blossom. I'm looking for add verdure. I'm looking for score malt, and I'm looking for duplicate. I think I already had to take bargain, which is fine. It's a nice version of, it's like a more overall version of, or like, it's an easier form of duplicate. Sure, you can't duplicate statues, but you can just pick any building that you have already placed and you instantly get it. You don't need to like manage your building bar at all. It does have the offset of, oh, you're not able to select buildings as easily next, but like I'm playing Island 4 as my last island, basically. The next island doesn't matter if I'm not able to select exactly what I want to. So we're saving the level up for next time for the point inverter. We take a neighborly now, which means we have 3 of them, which means I really have to get them used. I don't know what I'm going to use them on currently. Probably a mill with itself. Maybe I could do a lighthouse with itself, but I think I already had 2 like pretty good spot. Oh, the shaman. Okay, so it might be that I put 2 lighthouses down here, and if I put both of them beside each other, then it's easier to hit with docks and harbors, you know? I just need to make sure that there's enough space on this spire for both of them. I don't think there is. And if I were to place it around the edges, yeah, it's not worth as much. It's still in range of itself, though. Rough. Oh, is this... It's like just barely out of range. Or just barely in range? I really want to know if I can get it outside of that. Maybe if I shrink it. Boons, shrink building. No. It's not able to extend. It's actually even less. It's not able to extend as far off because it's so much smaller. Okay, well, a loss of 12 points because I forgot about how large of a range the lighthouses are going to have. We'll see what our next building is. Tower is better than a fountain. We get a second plateau. So I'm willing to just play plateau beside plateau down here. I want to make sure that both get 42 points though, or 40, which... that might not be possible, so then I'd have to play one up here, but then that park is blocking it, or maybe even, yeah, it might not even just be the park, it might just be the plateau size itself. I could see a plateau. How would I get 2 in range of all of these guys? I'd need to place you as far off to the right as possible. Okay, I'm fine with locking in my sauna position, so I can do this and then see how many points this one gets. It's getting 28. I feel like I can get an extra 8 points off of moving this a little bit closer. We undo you. I want to try rotating you a bit to see if that's going to help out at all. So we place you here, and then you still can't get close enough. What if we were to place you? No, that's further. That's getting closer, but not close enough. Let's undo. What if I were to put you, like... If I get you to score 32 points, and then a second one scoring 32 points, is that better? Maybe? Let's see if I play a 32-point scoring plateau first, how I can get another plateau to, like, wiggle in. So this is the plateau that I want to play for 32 points. This guy's able to be played for 36, but it can't get the last mason for 44. Am I fine with that? I think I'm going to have to be. It's minus 16 points overall. It's not that bad. It's fine. I'd want to improve it for next time, but manageable. We're going to be getting the warehouse next, and then after that it's the fortune teller. There we go. Okay. Now we're looking for buildings that can be played for a lot of points still. This guy's worth 77. Once I play mills, he'd be worth more, and I could play mills on this side, close to the rest of my industry buildings. I only need to get 110 more points, though. This guy... Excuse me. This warehouse is going to be worth an extra... If I use neighborly on a mill up there, place 2 of them beside each other, then I could have this warehouse worth an extra 14 points. I could have it be worth just an extra 7 points if I wait. Or I can play it early and have my fortune teller be worth like an extra... I'm going to assume that it's like 6 points. A tower's worth 36 right now. And I don't see, the drawing of any more... I'm not going to assume that I get any more duplicates of my buildings since my building draw is so low. I'm fine to play a tower now for 36 points. That's still like a good amount to score my fortune teller with. And now if I wanted my fortune teller to be worth... If I wanted it to be worth however many buildings I have my building bar right now, I could play my warehouse and then play it afterwards. The warehouse is... Hold on. The mill... If I play it over here... Okay, it's not a big loss of points. This mill is going to score all of the wheat fields. It's also going to be in range of the warehouse, which will give it plus 5 points compared to the warehouse giving it plus 7. This is a loss of 2 points. I can play the warehouse now. It's fine. It is deleting some trees. I don't... Is this where I use my last shrink? It's deleting 1 tree that way. And hold on. Do I play a brickyard before or after this guy? Brickyard is plus 6. This side of warehouse is plus 4. I'm fine with what... Yeah, it's better to get my fortune teller now. So if I shrink this warehouse, I'm getting an extra 10 points with it. Which means that I'm getting 93. Do I even need to play this tower then? I could play a different building. I could play the brickyard before it then, I think. This tower is worth 36. I'm getting 93 with this, which means that my brickyard would need to be scoring 27, and I don't think it does. Let me double check. Yeah, it's going to be worth 19 points, because I'm not going to be able to sneak it in here without the shrink building on it. If I were to play it somewhere like down here, though, it's still worth a 23. It's not going to be in range of the warehouse, though. I think I'm fine with... Yeah, I'm fine with playing the warehouse early. We're going to play it for 83, only deleting 1 tree. And I'm comfortable using the shrink on it as well. We're going to hope that this is in range of wherever a market goes in the future. I'm still going to play it for all the points that it can be. If I were to play it in a spot that is like guaranteed to be in range of a market, then it's going to be losing like 20 points and the market only gains 20 points from it. Alright, this is now the fortune teller. Great. And if I have it, I don't. This is probably what I would score multiply, because it's 132 points. That's a sizable amount, you know? I could play it for an extra... It's extra points beside the shamans. I guess I could just play it down here then. That shouldn't interact with too much. Does it hit both? Can it ever hit both the shamans? I don't think it's tall enough to. If I were to play it up here, that removes a spot from a park. It also removes 2 trees? 1 tree. 1 tree for an extra 8 points. I think that's going to be worth it by the end of the game. But I think I'd rather play a park up here than it, because like there's not going to be as good of a spot for parks in the future. It's worth 6 down here, but it is taking up space from like where a market or other buildings could go. If it fit down here, that would be perfect. What scales off a fortune teller? Let's go to my graph view. Are you there? Alright, so a fortune teller scales with an aviary, a shaman, a temple, and a mansion. Wait, that's wrong. It's gotta hit a lot more than that. What? Oh, these are all the things that back score with it. Okay, okay. So all of the things that score after a fortune teller has gone down. No, that also seems wrong too. What's going on with my notes? Okay, well I can see the fortune teller on my graph view. So it's, excuse me, aviary, shaman, tavern, pyre, cliff house, statue, house, temple, terrace, mansion, plateau. Wait, is it not showing the tavern from here? Why is my notes app not working? No, that's everything. Okay. Did Pyres score positively off of it? Or I think it scores positively off of Pyres. Yeah, it does. Okay. I could play this beside my one Pyre that I have, what is it, Shrunken currently? So that if I play a third Pyre in the future, it would go down... No, because I'm not going to be getting a third Pyre. I guess because this is not going to be scoring, what is it, any points off of the connection with the Pyre, I can place them side by side, and that's fine. So I can look for 39 points as the greatest, and then I can hopefully play a fortune teller in range of both of these guys. I don't think it's going to be able to fit on top of, what is it? Yeah, it's not going to fit on this angled platform, but I could maybe fit it in over here in range. Pyre's going to get moved over a bit more, even if it isn't worth the full 39, but hopefully it is. Can we rotate you? Because I know that the fortune teller is like a little bit weird. It's not a complete circle when you rotate it. Okay, a bit further. 38 points will do it for sure, but I do want... I'll do it for 38 points. I don't need to hit every single point on this level. All right, 141 is a pretty good amount. Now, me playing that Pyre is also a loss of 3 points because that's a Pyre that's not in my building bar anymore, but getting the 12 points on the fortune teller is good enough. All right, pretty big fortune teller, all things considered. We got a tavern. Good thing I opened up that building pack before we got to a draw of 2. That's a good thing. I should have made that decision much quicker, like a snap decision. Next hop field. It's... That's interesting. So it's worth 33 back here, but this is also a good spot for a park. And I've got 8 of them. I'm going to have to find spots for all of these parks. They're going to be played in poor positions later on, especially with how I've built my industry down beside all of this greenery here. What if I play a wall platform here that I can play a few parks or hop fields on, and then a hermitage in the future? The hermitage isn't going to negatively scale off of a hut, a shaman, or a sauna, I don't believe, nor with the breweries. It definitely doesn't want to go back here. It definitely doesn't want to go over top of the industry buildings. So here does seem like the best, especially because it's going to hit more of the wheat fields the closer it is to them. So I'm fine with committing a wall platform here. We are going to get another wall platform in the future in case I need to play like a market in a precarious position or something. I want to double check that. Yes. Nice. I can get some amount of like... It can be played on top of the wall platform and this side. I think I need to raise it a little bit more though to make it perfect. Let me try that. Let's go with... There. That seems a lot more flush to me. Because I don't think buildings, like when you play them, they don't go up on this edge of the terrace. Or not on the terrace, of the wall platform. So like, you have to play it a little bit higher than what you think. Alright, that is a fairly smooth transition. A smooth enough transition. I would like to play a hop field that's in range of these guys. 29 points is a pretty big departure from... Okay, is that deleting any trees? I think it's deleting one. It's deleting one. Sure. Then I play a park here. I'm going to hope that there's enough space for a Hermitage in the back, or should I save this corner for a Hermitage? Because it's going to hit a lot more trees and the like if I move it up closer. It is also going to hit that sawmill, but... circus or a fountain? Circus is going to scale off of a temple, or sorry, statues at a rate of +2. Fountains can help scale my parks if I play them first. A fountain would need to be beside, like, 4 parks for it to be worth it compared to 1 circus beside these statues, but I also don't want a circus taking up the space up here, so I think I'm going to go with fountain for now. Okay, we've got another mason to play, which sucks that we get the... I guess it's a 6th mason out of our... I think it's like 7 or 8 that you get overall. I guess buildings that would scale off of the mason have already been played, so I can just play it wherever it gets the most points for right now. 19 is looking pretty good. Yeah, 19 is looking the best. If I play it here, though, then the shaman down here is going to be worth 6 less points. That's if I get a shaman, and I'm assuming that I'm not getting any more duplicates, so I can play this mason and be fine with it. It's also going to help score a mill up top here when I play this guy. We're not getting any more duplicates, so that means that huts are not going to get any better. We can play them all over here for 12 points is enough. Is 11 points enough, or would I rather save them for harbors and docks over here? I don't think so. I'm also not going to be getting any more seaweed farms, which I realize now that I have 13 of these guys, and I took up some of the space that could have been used for doubles with this plateau here. Misplays. Misplays. Okay, so let's start there and work our way out. That seems fine, yeah? Okay, so then the next building that could be placed is here, but that's taking up a bit too much space, I think. Oh, that one doesn't fit in nicely. Okay, where does it fit in? Like an entire row up. Oh, that's rough. Okay, well, that's what we have to live with. And then this one can slot in here. And this one can slot in up top, it looks like. Or I can play it beside both the plateaus for 18 points, and that's enough. That's enough. I'd like to get it to be... No, I can have it rotated like this. That's fine. Next up, we've got a terrace or a circus. We've got 2 terraces to play now. These guys are all going to be scoring off of my masons. One of them is going to be out here on the water, and the other one is going to be up top here so it doesn't interact with the other guy. Probably something like up here. Do these guys score off of terraces? They do not, no. I guess parks will score off of these terraces, so playing it here is fine. That does also... Okay, it gives me the space for 1 mountain shrine. If I were to shrink a second mountain shrine, I could, but I no longer have any shrinks. I'm looking at all my choices, and I'm just getting, like, paralyzed by them. I'm forgetting, like, what buildings I want to play and where and why. If I could fit a tavern in here, that'd be beautiful, but yeah, it's definitely not 2 blocks worth of space. I think I'd, like... Oh, can I fit it on this corner here? If so, that would be great. No? Okay, so then it's gonna have to go here and take away some spot from a park. Or it can go... No, back here doesn't give it this brewery. What about playing it here? That'll stop me from connecting wheat fields in a way that I want to. And I want to have more wheat fields conglomerated beside where, like, this mill is going to pick them up. Okay, we get rid of a good park position for a 47-point tavern. It's an extra 18 points on it. I'm good with that. We can play it. We're not getting anything else that's going to scale it. I'm just not going to select the circus for as long as I can. I am going to eventually get a circus. If I play the tavern over here and I play the terrace here, I could maybe play the circus underneath the terrace and then have it be in range of the tavern and the 2 statues, which would give it 30 points. Hold on. If I put its terrace here, it deletes a tree, which sucks. I could back it up a bit and maybe it doesn't, but I don't know if that circus is now in range of where the tavern is going to go. And this also isn't getting the full 60 points. But it is like a comfortable spot for the terrace. I could also try moving this up. I could also play it over here. Can the tavern be played here for 47 points? No, it can't. Any closer? No. If I were to play the tavern on top of the terrace, yeah, that's not going to be close enough. I'm thinking about what if I used my terrace to give me more, like, space to build parks on instead? Like, I want to have one up here to make sure that the mountain shrine hits all of my buildings and especially all of my green stuff, which is coming up after it's 2 more building packs out. I guess I could start playing more seaweed farms while I wait. Like, nothing else is going to scale them. Is there any more doubles that I can get with this guy? 2, actually. But it seems like this one could be played with a couple... Yeah, it can be played with like a 3x1 or maybe even... Yeah, one of the triangle pieces. Okay, so if I play you here, that's too far away. If I were to play you like this, that's still too far away. If I were to play you like this, that isn't. So we'll do you. Or if I play you here, can I can't get you close enough to the plateau. Okay. So you go down. This is looking like a piece that is going to wrap around the outside here. Yeah. Can I move it up any further to hit the plateau at the same time as hitting the farm? Don't think so. Maybe if it was a 2x1, I'd have the space to do so. No. I think this is the best we're getting with it. Okay, seaweed farms were just not it this time around. $13 points compared to 10 points over here. We take the 13 pointer. If only it could fit under there. How many points was this guy worth? 13. We'll wait until we get this small guy fit in there for even more points. You're also worth 13. There'll be enough space left behind for you in the center. Is there enough space? Yeah, it hits the other seaweed farm. Oh, this is a better spot for it. Okay. And you, I think at this point, we are just playing off of... This is 13. This is... Yeah, we're still playing off of these farms. Which is making a fisher in this direction look a lot better since it's going to hit a lot of the fields, but not any of the seaweed farms. 16-point position. 15-point position. Yeah, and there's no way that I can get both of them at the same time. And there's no way I can eke this out to hit another... No, can't hit another farm. Alright. And then you is the last one. You can either score 11 or you can score... I don't think it's going to hit either of the farms on this side. So you score 11. Alright, now we take the guild hall and we look for a spot not to point invert, but just to get like a regular amount or like a good amount of points with it at base. Now here, we're seeing, I think it was like 90 down here. Okay, 90. And I think there's no better. Okay, so what we would like to do is to play a hut in this area because a hut is going to increase its score by 12 if it's in range of this guild hall. The guild hall extends just a bit past the warehouse, and it also extends, let's see, just a little bit past this crevice right here. So if I were to play a hut here, that's only worth 1 point. I could play one that's worth 4 points that's in range of it, so that's a 16-point hut in reality. It's better than 11 points. Okay, and I don't want to destroy any of the trees down here while I'm at it. Okay. And then, oh, hold on. Is it already scoring a hut? No, 102. Okay, that's a new one. So we don't want to play any more parks before playing this guild hall, so I need to save this spot as open. We would want a terrace to be in range of this guy, which we're going to have a terrace played down here, I think. I think this is where I wanted to put one of them. It might be in range of... no, I like this spot. I like this spot. It keeps my market, like, beside all my masons. Okay, fine to play the terrace. Is the guild hall getting extra points off that? It is, right? 114? 114. Okay. Just because, like, some buildings, I think, like, wall platforms, it doesn't count, which is odd. Sawmills are already in range. A brickyard might not be. Let's double check. A brickyard is in range. Okay, so we don't want to play a brickyard in that area. We do want to play a tavern, so that means that there's even more credence to the idea of putting a tavern up here, taking away a good park spot. So we'll do so. This might be out of range of where the circus is going to go, but I don't want to have to, like, think about that. We go to the next building, we take a market. Let's see how good the market is looking over here. 28 points. I guess we haven't played down any of the harbors or the docks yet. The harbors and the docks would be, if we want to scale this market, they'd be played over here, but 0 points. 16 points. It's not the place to put them down. I would like the harbor to, yeah, hit the warehouse back there. The docks definitely don't have the range to do it. Oh, and they don't even want to be beside a warehouse. That's interesting. The docks could be played here in range of, like, going towards the harbor. But it goes Fisher into harbor, right? Yes. And Fisher into dock. No. Okay, so it goes Fisher... Yes, Fisher, harbor, dock, lighthouse. So the Fisher needs to be in range of where the lighthouses are going to go. I have space for one over here. I have a worse one up here because it's hitting the shaman. I saw you hit for 46 points. That has to mean that you're out of range of that shaman somehow. You're in range of the statues. Oh, okay. So it's honestly not that bad playing one up here. It's worse than what it could have been, but it's not as bad just because it's hitting the extra 2 statues. So I'd play you guys up here afterwards. That's definitely going to be in range of wherever I end up putting the Fishers or the harbors. And then this lighthouse, what's its range? So it wants all of the docks and the harbors to be along this beachfront right here, which I think I can get done. The harbor is not going to scale off of anything that hasn't been placed yet, unless, hold on, where's the market? The market could go down first, actually, so long as it has the reach. This one is not going to have the reach to the harbor. The harbor has reach to the warehouse beside it, and maybe it'll skim that market up top. So I'm going to play it down. And then this is also a building in range of the guild hall, which is nice. So then the harbor is going to be worth more. Yep, 28 points. We still want a Fisher to go down first. A Fisher is not going to scale off a market at all, but a market does scale off of a Fisher. If I play a Fisher here for 11, it might be detected. If I play a Fisher here for 11, it might be detected, but that might be hard to get the docks and the harbors to pick it up. I want to see if there's anywhere else that's better to play a Fisher. 16 points back here, but I'd rather it hit the lighthouses, so it needs to be played. It just needs to be played on this side. It's hitting 10, 12... 13. I can probably get it to hit 14 points back here somehow. There's 14, 15. I think I'm willing to just play it for 15. Now, if I play it back here, the market is scaling 3 less. Means that I'd have to take a 12-point position in there. This makes sure that it's beside both lighthouses, though, and that's better. Okay, sure. I would like to make sure that... Hold on. The lighthouse is going to hit that range. It is going to hit it. Okay. And then the harbors and the docks, how are they going to hit it? This is definitely going to hit that fisher. These docks that get played here are going to as well. But, like, the docks want the fish, but it's only 3 points. It's also nature interactions. I have to keep that in mind. But I think the base scoring is just going to be more worthwhile. The docks, can they ever hit the market? They can't be played off of plateaus. I always want to, but they can't be. If I play a market down below, that might be better. It's getting 12 less points on the guild hall, but then more docks could hit it. If 3 of them hit it, that's 15 points instead. And this market is... Oh, it's losing out on 8 points if it doesn't go up here. Does it like being beside mills? It doesn't. Okay. I think this one is just... It's just ready to go down. And then it goes Fisher into Harbor. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to do. It was Fisher down here first. Docks might have a hard time picking this up, but it's still going to be worth more. Can I get it over here? Because that'll make it easier. It's the market extend... The market would extend to this position. That'll make detecting the Fisher much easier by other buildings. And yeah, there's no spots that are nearby for 12 points, so I can't get any more points off that Fisher. Okay, 31 point market, and then we go to Harbor. And we play it along this corner. For our 33 points. If I angle it at all, that's going to leave maybe enough space for a dock here. I'm gonna hope. I don't think so, but I might be able to extend a dock into that space instead. I mean, this works. I don't like it, but it works. Dock 1. This is going to block that. I want to see what the dock underneath this one looks like. Okay, it's a short dock. Can a short dock fit in here? No? Does a short dock get more points by being over here? I don't think so. Okay, so this is worth 13 points. If this guy is worth any more points over here and like in range of the guild hall, then I could place him. That'd be worth 17 if the guild hall can see him, but I don't know if the guild hall can. I'm going to say the guild hall doesn't see that, so I'm not going to play a dock down there. We're playing it for 16 points, I believe. Nope, just 15. Right, because we played 13 before. Weird spot for a dock. I'd rather have it be closer to this lighthouse. Have it be detected by that one too. Okay, next up, Mountain Shrine. This is what I've been waiting for a while. I would like to play a terrace just in this area to see what a Mountain Shrine looks like for points. I would have to play the terrace further back if I didn't want the -30, but I think this is where a neighborly comes into play, because I'm not going to have many neighborlies to use. I'm not going to have to use one on the lighthouses. I will use one on the mills. I'm not getting any more duplicates of buildings, actually. Hold on. I could use it on lighthouses. This guy's worth 70 compared to this one down here being worth 75. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm definitely using a neighborly on the terrace. I guess I'm not going to be playing the terrace yet. Like, I'm going to be undoing it right after. So play this. Let's see how much a Mountain Shrine is worth. 143. With a Blossom, that would be worth so much more. But yes, this is going to be a high point scoring building in the last level. I would want to play it. It looks like it's further off to the right, since it would have hit a few more trees. It doesn't really matter, actually. Just central, like right above the statue. Let's undo that. If I play the Mountain Shrine now, I don't have to worry about flowers as much. I could also play parks underneath the terrace to help scale the Mountain Shrine. What else scales it? Pyre, tree, huts. I need to play all my huts before that happens. Let's get those guys down. This guy is in range of the guild hall. We don't want any more to be up there. I'm not going to see 12 points here. It's just 11. This is scoring for 10. I would like to see it scored for more elsewhere, but it's not happening without city centers. It's not happening. I can play it for 10. Play this one for 10. Maybe 11 along here. 12. Brief moment of 12. Okay. Let me undo that guy and play him for 11 after I play this point for 12. Wait, you're worth 12 too? I think down here is a safer bet. I want to save this space up here just in case there's any bigger buildings that want to take it up later. Okay. What else is scaling a lighthouse? Seaweed farms, statues, seaweed fields, docks, fishers. Not getting any more of those. I can play them down. This lighthouse goes down second. We play this one first. I want to play it in range of the statues, and then wherever I can move it around to get a few extra points. 70 seems fine, and I'm just going to move it up as much as I can now without deleting that tree, so that this guy has a higher chance of, yes, not being in its range. So I don't have to use a neighborly unless I don't want to. And we're 1 point away. I think I'm fine to just play this next lighthouse too. It's not scaling anything. I've already been over that. 76 points? 76 points. Okay. Next building, circus or a hermitage. I want to take the hermitage so that I can see where it plays here for points. So if I backtrack it, it's not scoring much fewer points, and it's also going to allow me some space to place some more parks up front. But if I play it up closer here, it's going to hit more of the wheat fields that I place in the future. Does this score off of wheat fields? It does not. So I'd want to play the terrace first, and then the mountain shrine, and then I can play my wheat fields around that stuff. I would like to play my parks before that because it scales 1 extra point on the mountain shrine, and that's my most, like, it's the building that's going to be giving me the most points this round. Apart from, hold on, let me double check my guild hall, because this was like 143 points up top. This is also like 143 points. It's 138, and I can play some more buildings beside it. Like, I could play 1 wheat field down here. I could play a fountain down here. The mill up here is going to be in range as well. So this guild hall is going to be worth the most points, so I don't need to worry about min-maxing my mountain shrine. This is definitely a neighborly, though. I think I'm prepared to play down the terrace, then. Just want to make sure it doesn't delete anything. It is deleting 1 flower, that is deleting 1 tree. Let's go there. And then the mountain shrine is still scoring 151. That's a solid chunk of change, a sizable amount of points. And if I were to move it up or to the left more, it's still scoring 151. It doesn't matter. Okay, next building pack, temple. Might not even end up playing the temple because how are you supposed to scale masons? That's it. You're only supposed to scale this building off of masons. I mean, it's working a little bit. I'd play it for 0 points just for the temple bonus, like the bonus points at the end of the round. Oh, 20. Okay. I mean, it's good enough. It's not a building that I want to be. I don't know how you play around the temple. I don't think you're gonna make it a high-scoring building in this mode. I just got lucky that, well, I guess you would put plateaus beside masons. It makes sense that it's going to get, like, a small amount of points. You're not going to be able to get it up to, like, the 500s or 600s. Are the wheat fields going to be stopping any plays? Actually, I think... Okay. Where are wheat fields going to go? Where are parks going to go? Because I'm wanting to play parks first, to then play my mountain shrine, and then afterwards I fill up the space with wheat fields, and I can delete as many trees as I want after that. So I need to know where the wheat fields, all 6 of them, are going to be played so that I know where not to play parks. I'm going to play 1, I'm going to play 2, maybe 3, 1, no, just 2. And then I'd play 1 back here, and that's it's taking up all the space then. The terrace is kind of boxing this out. Alright, I'd still want them to be played beside the statue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my wheat fields. It does move some of the wheat fields away from this mill. I might have to, like, reposition it. It's probably going to have to be closer, which hopefully it has the space beside the lumberjack here. It does not have the space beside the lumberjack there. Hold on. I don't have a shrink, never mind. Okay. Could be played further up here. This is still in range of the guild hall, but then it's not in range of the warehouses. This might hit enough fields. I don't think it's going to hit all of them. Might miss out on, like, 1 of them, though. Oh, and if I rotate it, I can shimmy it up some more. Okay, so that's how it works. I can even shimmy it onto this ledge. Maybe I can. Oh, I can't continue dragging it. Okay, so it's a 45-degree angle to the ledge, and then I can get it on there, and that should make me hit all of the wheat fields. The wheat fields on this side are not going to be removing any trees, so I can place them, or at least some of them aren't. So let me get those down. 1, 2, and then this is the third one. Am I fine to delete one tree? I don't think yet, because like the parks that I'd play here are going to delete it anyways. And I think I want to. No, I need to play the wheat fields here. This one tree is getting rid of a nature interaction and 2 points on the mountain shrine. Do I wait on playing parks? Ooh, that's a pretty good amount of points here. If I get 3 skinny parks, I could put 3 of them all down in here. That would be pretty nice. That's deleting flowers, so I don't want to do it. Hold on, let me see what the Hermitage looks like now if it's smushed into this corner. It's going to be scoring 109 as opposed to 102. Still a very small loss in points compared to a park being worth 11 back here compared to 29 up front. I'm hopefully saving enough space for a skinny park beyond this guy up ahead of me. I'm not going to be able to tell that. It looks too small to fit anything else. I think I'm just going to move it up. So, here. You also get played here. You can't be moved to the left or right to get any more points. You're just going to snap in the same grid as that guy. Now we've got a skinny park. I should have checked this beforehand to see if a Hermitage still fits in here. It only fits if I rotate it like this. Thank God it does. Thank God it does. Now this park. I think I have enough space to fit it behind this tavern. I don't even think there's a space for a 2x2 park back here anymore. There's not going to be space for it to go sideways here. This is just like this is a 2x2 park instead of a 3x1. I could maybe play a park up top, but then that moves my Hermitage down slightly. How much point loss is that? I don't think it's enough to matter. So it goes from 111 to it's going to be 108 back here because I'm going to have a park that's going to score 5 off the Hermitage. This is a 21-point park as opposed to... I might be able to find parks with better scoring locations later. I'll see if I get more skinny parks in the future. Again, I would love to put 3 skinny parks underneath this guy. Done. 26 right there. 26 right there. Okay, there's still enough space for 2 more skinny parks back here. This guy worth 18. Oh. I feel like I'm Woolly Bear placing plateaus right now. It just isn't natural. It's just not right. This feels like Islanders 1 gameplay. I could possibly play these parks up here beside where the mountain shrine is. No, they're not scoring enough for that to be a good location. Anything out the back here? No. I already have parks in the guild halls range. Oh no. Okay. Saved. The parks off to the left aren't in range of this guild hall yet. I was playing too quickly. Hold on, 126, where was that? It's right there. I think I might have played one too many parks in range. So I want to get that statue without getting the extra park or the extra mason down below me, but I don't think that's possible, so that's a minus 10 point on this guild hall. Okay, I still get to... Oh, hold on. 140. It's 140 right there. 150. Okay, so it's 150 back here. I'm not allowed to play this park here before I play the guild hall. I'll have to keep that in mind. We also get a wall, and we're only going to get one of them, so I can't ladder this. I have to actually place it. It does really well beside masons because they each score 3, and well beside a warehouse. A market for 8, really? Okay. Well, this is worth 34 because it's in range of the guild hall. This is not going to be worth any more, and it's going to delete trees. Yeah, it really looks like it's in between the masons, the warehouse, and the mansion. Or sorry, market, not mansion. I'm just thinking of like M building names. I don't think there's any use in waiting. The wall might have things that scale off of it, but I'm not going to play that nitty-gritty. The fountain still needs to be in range of... Can it be in range of the parks up top? Maybe? Hold on, that might be a good building for up here. It's not going to be in range of the mountain shrine, and do parks hit that up top? I don't think their range does. No, it's like houses. They're like just barely off. I think I still don't play the fountain yet. I'm waiting on playing the fields down here. I need to remember that. So even if it's tempting, I don't play it. And this is a 15-point fountain down here. I think I'm done playing parks that are going to be in range of the mountain shrine, except for maybe this guy back here. Hold on. How much space is this going to take up? The wheat fields are going to want to snap, so I'd need to play a park all the way up here. That's 15 points. It's also deleting trees, though. If I were to play one here, I could play... I'd just be playing one wheat field in, like, a awkward spot, which is a loss of 20 points. I guess I could play one over here. It's not going to be in range of that, what is it, mill? It's not going to be in range of the statue. So it's a loss of 10 points. It's hard to say that, like, oh yeah, I want to take a loss of 10 points just to play a park in a better spot. I don't think I do that. Parks are only worth an extra point on the mountain shrines. I'm ready to play it. I'm ready to play it. 154. This might be worth slightly more than the guild hall, but I don't think so. I think I'll be able to play enough buildings in range of the guild hall to up its score more. I think it was 150 there before. I'm already slated to play a fountain down there. It's 162. Okay, next round. Fish kite. This is the thing that we're going to be playing with Precious. Let me just see what that looks like. 160. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Next up on the chopping block. Now I can destroy trees if I feel like it. Well, not exactly. I think I still want to play this Hermitage first. And I've got spaces for my skinny parks, so I don't need a new space for a skinny park here. Okay, and I don't want to play this park yet, because again, it's in range of the guild hall. Or I guess this park, because it's in range of the guild hall. Let's see what the next building is. A monument. I've got parks spread out across the area. They don't want to be beside, what is it? Wheat or hop fields. I have 1, 2, 3 parks that could maybe be played on a monument down below. I guess it's better than the circus. I should just take it. Let's see where it does well. We're getting 14 points over here for it. Can I get any more than that? No. This might mess up with where the guild hall wants to go. Let's see. If I play it down further, it doesn't like that either. And definitely doesn't want to be played up top. What about on this side? It's not worth enough points. I think it should be played in range of the guild hall, honestly. So we'll go down here. Oh, but it's going to score 8 less points because, what is it? I want to put a park down here, but then the guild hall's going to score 10 less points. And the guild hall might also, it's going to need that space, right? It's 152 over here. If I keep moving it off to the right, maybe it has enough room. 162? Okay, that's a new lineup. Let me see if the monument placed here has enough space for that guild hall. Oh yeah, never mind. That's gonna have the space. That's gonna have the space necessary. What parks will I play to make this monument score more compared to making an extra 12 points on my guild hall is actually 36 points overall because of bonus point scoring. So I even if the monument could be played elsewhere after I play a few more parks for like 40 points or something, I think it's still worth it to play it at the 14 points over there. And the only park that could be like in range of it, but not the guild hall, is like one down here, and that's not going to be worth anything. So I think it feels bad, but I play it for the 14 points now, unless a park can fit back here underneath the Hermitage. No, that's a skinny park only kind of thing. Actually, if it's a skinny park only thing, that's a new spot for a skinny park. I could put you down for 26 points. 27 points. Looking for a skinny park. Hoping for a skinny park. You go down to give my park an extra point, and then a wheat field goes down on top of you in the future. Hold on, you've aligned up. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so now you're worth 19. I'm not getting the park that I want. Let me dig one further and see what's under this. I would love for this park to go here, but it has to go after. We just play it. Okay, so I do get a skinny park next. Okay, so I'm going to assume that I get a thick park, a skinny park, and then a thick park, knowing my luck. So I need to find a good spot for this thick park somewhere else. This would be great if I didn't have 2 wheat fields to play. This is fine. There isn't going to be much better. Hold on, how much is this scoring off of nature? It's scoring 4 points off of nature. This one is scoring like 10. So those are more nature interaction bonuses. We take those. Yeah, we take those. Okay, so then the skinny park goes back here in range of the monument, but not in range of the guild hall, hopefully. And hopefully the next building that we have is a new park that can be played across this gap. After the guild hall. So I think I'm going to have to play it for 17 so that I have enough space to get that park here, bridging that gap. Yep, and we get it. And let me just see. It does still fit. And let me see if this guild hall is still going to score 162. There it is. All right. So that's fine to lock in. We can then probably lock down this monument position. I'll just double check that like this isn't worth like, yeah, it's not worth a crazy amount of points. It's not something I'm going to be placing back here. Let's add a building pack, because I think at this point, we're getting really close to the end. It's wall platform, it's water platform, it's circus, and then we're done. Let's see what this wall platform has to offer. Just regular building space. Okay, is there any better spot for a guilding hall if I were to play, like, a platform for it somewhere? Maybe higher up here? Okay, hold on. What's it scoring negatively off of when I play this 162 position? It's scoring off the lumberjack, it's scoring off the park. If I move it up, it's going to score off the parks more. Not something I want to do. If I'm trying to play a temple, could a wall platform help it out? Here, I think that's going to hit 1 negative. It's not going to be able to hit this terrace. I don't think that's going to do anything for it. If I play a wall platform, I could... I don't think the wall platform does anything for me, actually. Maybe for my circus in the future, but nothing for right now. We've got 2 neighborlies left over. The neighborlies are either for the mills, if they need to be in the same spot, or for the brickyard being beside a bunch of other brickyards. This is, yeah, it's worth 24 points if I were to play it down here. Or maybe the sawmill, because this is also worth 24 points. We'll see, though. Ooh, the sawmill might actually like being on a wall platform up here. But that's after the guild hall. So fish kite. If I play any more buildings, it's worth 1 more per. I should play the rest of my buildings that I can. And then I should play my fish kite, precious, in range of where the guild hall is going to be. And then I play the fountain as well, in range of the guild hall. Then I play the guild hall down, and then things become really easy from that point, or easier, I should say. Still don't want to delete any trees because those are going to be, things that are affected by precious. It sucks to be playing this for 3, but it is actually being played for so much more. Yeah, there is truly nowhere that it is worth more points. Even without the bonus points from highest building. The monument needs to go underground a little bit, so I need to be careful with where I position this. I want to say here is fine. Might need to rotate it 1 more. Or like this even. Okay, hopefully the monument can stick underneath this guy, and hopefully the guild hall can stick to the right of it. We'll have to test. The guild hall fits for, we're looking for 176, I think? 174, okay. Now that we've got 174, we look to play... Where is it? The monument? Can it shift underneath there? No, it can't. Let me undo this fountain. Let me delete that 1 tree. Or, this might work. This might work. Here. And then this guild hall can still be played for 174, question mark? Yes, it can. And the monument is definitely going to have the space to squeak under there. Perfect. And that's not going to interrupt the guild hall at all. So we can play it. And the guild hall. 186 so far. Okay. I could also play a wheat field down here, just 1 of them, and that's going to be worth it. Ooh, then that saves... No, it would save this spot as a good spot for a park, but this is just better because it's scoring more off of nature interactions. So now I have the choice of putting a wheat field here or putting a wheat field here. I think this one's going to be a better chance to be closer to this mill, so we'll do that. Which means that this guy that might be out of range could have been down here. I forgot that I don't need to play all of the wheat fields over here. I should be saving 1 for the guild hall. Unless, hold on, is it already in range of the guild hall? No, it isn't, because it's hitting those lumberjacks as negative points before it gets to the wheat fields. All right, so you're deleting 1 tree compared to deleting 2 flowers, and that's going to matter for precious. So you go down. A mill in range of the guild hall. We need to rotate it to a 45-degree angle, and then we can smush it up on that ledge. Can it go any further? Can it get that last field? Cannot get... Hold on. Can get all but 1 field. That's fine, I guess. Then this one is worth 57 compared to this guy being worth 52. What about you in here? You'd be worth 58, so that's still worthwhile to play a neighborly on you. 39, that works too. This guy's also just worth 58 without having to use the neighborly, but like I might want to use the neighborly so that I get the extra 10 points from it. No, how many neighborlies do I have? I have 2. I can play 1 on a sawmill, 1 on a brickyard. I don't need to use 1 on the mill up here. I also need to undo this because it's going to score a few points off of this wheat field that goes down where the guild hall is eventually going to go. So you go here. Then the guild hall gets played for 198. 198's a good amount. Okay. Next up is we replay this mill. can't get it without deleting that tree, or I'm not going to struggle to do so. What other buildings are we playing? We're playing these after the guild hall. This sawmill wanted to go in this area, but it's not going to be able to. It can maybe fit on a wall platform to score a lot of points. We wanted to play the fish kite precious before other things as well. What about the temple? You score negatively off the temple, so I don't want to play you yet. So let's activate our precious. Let's grab our fish kite. And this is going to be a while of scanning. 183 is actually going to be worth more than the guild hall. No, never mind. I got 196. 186. Pretty nice. We'll go with 185, because I know that this is going to be in range of the guild hall. Okay. Circus or a water platform. Circus is still going to give us nothing. Water platforms might. They might give us more nature interactions. They're not going to be close. They're close to a few trees over here. Oh, we also have a new building pack, which is, well, a circus. Okay. And it doesn't fit up beside the mountain shrine to get the points from the statues. It does get 10 points over here, but I could maybe play it in range of where the guild hall is going. Hold on, can it fit under here? If it can. Okay, so 10 points or 12 points. We're gonna take 12 points, of course. Unless I place the wall platform here early. Does a guild hall count a wall platform? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. So I can't play you over here. I'm playing a wall platform specifically for a sawmill, which feels weird, but it is going to be worth a lot more points. This is going to be like 58 or something afterwards. And then I could also play a circus up here to score 20 points instead of scoring it 0. That's as close as we get. Sure. Let me just double check that the guild hall still fits underneath here. 222. All right, we're getting up there. Circus. This guy should be probably further back. Let me see where the sawmill can go. It's worth 40 points up here. It's worth 40 points on the right-hand side, so the circus can go on this side as much as I need it to. I hope. After I play this, I'll double check with the wall or the sawmill if it fits. Yeah, it does fit beside this. Okay, that's good. So the guild hall is now 236. 234. Can I play any other buildings to like maybe draw me a duplicate of one of the buildings that I already have here that I can play beside the guild hall for more points? Yes. The brickyard I wanted to place was down here. That's out of range of the guild hall. Or, hold on. This is 30. Let me scroll around with neighborly because I know that I'm using neighborly on it. 47. $50. That's in range of the guild hall. So do I wait to play it for an extra 8 points? I think I do. So I can't play that brickyard yet. What could I play then? I could play a mill in a different location. The mill is up here. I think it was like 59 points. $59 points. Can I get it for 60? Yeah, I don't think I can get that last one to show without not hitting the statue. Okay, I could probably play the temple and the water platform to get enough points to pass. This is worth 20, and the water platform is worth like 17. I remember seeing you for 17, but I could just be going crazy. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Okay, what's the last building we get? A mason, and I think that's already in range of the guild hall. Yeah, that's one of the buildings that, like, it's by us moving it up slightly, it's barely getting out of the range of. So this mason is just going to be played at the end for points somewhere. Don't have to worry about it. That means that these 4 buildings are not things that are going to be placed on the guild hall. We can place the guild hall now, finally. The boons, we still have 2 neighborlies to use on these guys. We might use it on the mason. We'll see. 234. I'm scanning off to the left to see if there's anything that I missed where I could get a few more points. Nope, looks like it caps out at 234. I'll take it. I'm really hoping, because I've already taken score mults, that I get another one for the last island, because man, is that going to increase your bonus points by a lot. Having this score an extra 60% and then having that be tripled. Wow. Next building pack. Oh my god, we get another sauna. Okay, I've deleted a lot of trees since, but like, that's still 100 points. That's a lot. Wow. Okay. Is there somewhere else that I can get more? This is worth 117. Now, if I get it in range of this sauna, this is worth 111. That might be worth more nature interactions as bonus points. Let me just try it. 127. This feels like the spot for it. What about you over here? 113. 17. Not gonna take it. You, yeah, you'd have to be played on the water platforms. That doesn't work out. Yeah, 127 is where it's at. What a draw, by the way. And we get another park. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's play the precarious position. For 22 points, and we get another thick park, to my dismay. I don't think we're getting enough points to pass. Oh, with the 20 bonus points from Neighborly, we might. I want to see what a Mason looks like with Neighborly. This is going to save us 20 points overall. Hold on. Let's see what a Mason looks like without it. I can get a 14-point scoring one instead. I don't need to be placing it in the center here. I could be getting a 16-point one by playing it over here. Okay, so this is only a gain of 14 points by using a Neighborly on it. This would only be a gain of 12 points by using a Neighborly on it. This is a gain of, yeah, more than both of them if I were to use a Neighborly on it. So it is looking like I use the Neighborly on the Mason, because 14 points is more than 12. The 16 over here compared to the 30 in the center. I do want to double check that there isn't anything else that I can score it off of. Yeah, if I play it up here, it's too far away from the brickyards. It doesn't score enough. Okay, and then next up is using a Neighborly on the brickyard. And I think there's a spot up here that I can fit it. 55 points. Pretty nice, pretty snazzy. Compared to 52 down here. Compared to 52 up here. Yeah, it is 55 up top. I prefer it to be 60, but beggars can't be choosers. Okay. And what's our last building? Because I don't think I'm getting enough points to do another circle. Yeah, another circus. That's not happening. That's not scoring any points. Back here for 10. Back here for 10. Unless I play a park in this corner first, it's worth 12. I want to get more nature interactions off of it, though. Yeah, like that 6-point park is already going to be worth more. Same with this one here. It's 10 points off of nature interactions? Or is that 2 points off the... It's 2 points off the monument. It's 9 points off nature interactions. What else? This is 11 points off nature interactions. This is not enough off of nature interactions. It's looking like underground on the fountain is where I place it. Yep, underground beside the fountain. And then the circus can go up here, blocking out these trees. And then the sawmill can be played up here for 40 points. Alright, I cannot remember the number that I started this island out on because I took too long of a break, but it's a pretty good island, I gotta say. I'm really excited to be playing with Blossom. The score multiplied, fingers crossed, score multiplied Mountain Shrine is gonna be my heavy hitter and hopefully score near 500 points. If it's score multiplied, I can maybe get it to 600. We'll see. We'll see. We get there when we get there. I think I've described my thought process enough on this level. I don't think I need to do much retrospection on it. The Seaweed Farms was just, I think, unlucky is all. I was waiting for a third one. I never got it. That put me behind with a lot of the buildings. I think I played around the Fortune Teller very well, making sure that I played like high-value buildings compared to just whatever buildings felt nice to. I forgot about the lighthouse here before the shamans. That always happens with me. And anything else? I think what was bad about the area up here is that I didn't get, or I didn't place the hop fields in a way that allowed me to play wheat fields beside the statues. I should be playing that, like, wheat fields should be going beside statues again. On islands where the statue is in a precarious position, then you can play wheat fields on statues, or wheat fields on plateaus. Otherwise, wheat fields should go beside statues. The plus 5 points compared to plus 3 is a sizable difference when you're playing this many wheat fields, you know? And I also, I'm going to recommend to any player, you have to do this min-maxing with the guild hall. Every extra, like, building that you put in range at the end is not only making the building that you place there worth 12 more points, so, like, this fountain was equivalent in score. It was 3 points here, or 15 points elsewhere, but when I click the End Island button, I then get an extra, like, double amount of my highest building, so it's just an extra 24 points applied to my score. Sure, that 24 points isn't stuff that's going to give you another building, it's not going to score or scale score loops, but it is going to be multiplied by the amount of buildings that you place and the score loops that you do get done, which I think is going to be, like, at this point, probably around 200%, so then that 24 extra points is 48 extra points. Come on. I don't know what to say other than that. Shrink helped me out a lot more than I was expecting on this level, though. The one brewery placement, the pyre didn't end up doing anything apart from getting me an extra 10 points from Aurora. And what was the last building that I shrunk? Can't remember. Not going to worry about it. Okay, see you guys in the next episode.